G'day and welcome back. So now I've stayed overnight.
Me, I've no hire. The master works all. You can't.
And I can't upgrade any of my clobber, but I can sell, for example, the 1,000 troops. But importantly, you can now see what he sells, and he sells cool stuff. So in terms of weapons, he sells Eden's Warden, which is a fire sword. He also sells, and if you scroll down there, Crescending Roar, which has, if you're a Mystic Knight, that's a mace that has a lightning attack on it. He sells the Threaded Cudgel, which is a nice, powerful one. He sells the two-handed. He also sells Malignance, which is an ice, two-handed ice sword, and Ardent Will, which is a two-handed fire sword. Very useful. And for us, he sells Fiery Talon, which is a two-handed fire hammer. And Rooted Gloom, which is a dark, it looks exactly the same as my one, but it does dark damage, which is great for dragons. The Cyclops Sigil, which is a very powerful hammer. And he sells the Scalding Razors, which are the fire daggers that I picked up, that I showed you how to pick up early on. And he also sells lightning daggers and frost daggers. Sells a fire staff, which is for a mage, and some stuff for our sorcerer. Frozen does and he sells the Stagnant Surge, which does dark damage, unceasing dark damage, which is really great. And a bunch of good shields, really good ones, including the Angel's Sanctum, which is a very powerful shield if you're a Mystic Knight. And some cool bows. The Direwolf bow, the Fluted bow, and some really good longbows, including the Veteran's Arc and Noble Limbs. And of course, now some very powerful magic archer stuff. So, really nice collection of clobber. Of course, I didn't go through all of them, but you know, lots of good extra armor now, including some good helmets like Skyrim hat, Griffin helm, Shimmerer helm, which it gives you extra magic. Not as good as ours, but you know, really good for early in the game. Lots of good clobber. He sells the Shimmeric half plate, but maybe not for you yet. So lots of good stuff. I'm also going to come over here and hand in my booze.
I see you're out at work on an errand, friend. Great, truly, even as long as that makes work.
Hand over the distilled ale. Now, do I have the rest of them? Herb ale and the fragrant ale.
I see you're hard at work on an errand, truly, even in as long as that makes work.
Oh, what have I got? Fragrant herb ale, select herb ale. Let's have a look. I did those. Oh well. Five King Bay, 20,000 gold for doing that, but you know what? I'm easy. So, we've done the quest with Faunival. we've done the other quest there. We're going to come outside the front gate because there's another spooky quest here for us. Spooky quest. So we'll say hi to this dude who's just outside this gate on the right hand side. There.
Beg pardon, Arisen. I'm sure this is a small matter, but I would yet have you hear it.
I'm listening.
I was at my post before the castle not long ago, when a strange man came round asking after your whereabouts.
Strange man, hey.
Even more curious, when I told him I knew not, he swore me, tell no one of our encounter. Have you some enemy, Arisen? His eyes were mad. I shall never forget them. I beg you, be wary.
And then we get this pendulous portent. Pendulous portent. It's the crew, some in bikini bottoms, who are all out to get us. And the unsigned letter that says, "Let the Arisen's only peace be death." So those guys are around and about, and we can meet them at night time, and we're gonna. Now I want to go and try and give that note to Madeline and see if it does anything. I haven't actually done that before, so I've never noticed it until now. So I'm going to try and give it to Madeline. Remember, her shop is down here near, very close by, to the venery. Remember, it was around in here, I think. There she is.
Hail, Arisen, looking dour as ever, I see. I've a proposal that might put some cheer in those cheeks. Will you hear me? Well, it's like this. A peddler is only as good as her suppliers. For my own part, being both clever and beautiful, I've little trouble keeping an inventory, but contentment leads to failure. So I seek new weaponsmiths to supply my shop. I have a certain one in mind, a man of singular talent, but caustic temperament.
Oh.
The smith refuses audience with all but select clients.
Aha.
For such clients, he bestows an idol. If I can recover such a figurine, I would have singular right to peddle his wares in these parts. There is no cost I will not bear to gain this icon. So what say you, Arisen? Will you retrieve an idol for me? This is a job most seek. You'll find naught but the finest. Thank you.
So she wants the idol as well.
As they are, you should make a note. You'll find naught. Thank you.
So now I'm going to try and...
As to where you might happen upon a figurine, I know not.
I want to try and give her... Oh, I can't. Yeah.
You'll find naught. Thank you.
Can I use it? Huh. Okay. I guess not. Okay. So we do have the silver idol. The silver idol, which we're going to give to her. Oh no, we haven't picked that up yet. Okay, we haven't picked that up yet. Let's go pick that up. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do now is clean out some of my junk. And then we're going to go down to the Pawn Guild and grab our crew again, because now we're going to go back into battle. So, come in here. Ditch some of your junk.
Your pick. What will it be today?
Don't need that, don't need that. Yeah, apparently it's useless, so I'm not going to worry about it. I'm putting my Rings of Perseverance in there because I don't need them anymore.
What will it be today? Come again soon.
Because they only double discipline points, and I've just got tons of discipline points. So back down to Grand Soren. And we're going to have a little look-see in the Pawn Guild, because after you've accepted, you've had the audience with the Duke, there are a whole bunch of other quests. So first of all, these. Kill some direwolves, kill some shimmerers, kill some crows, but defeat the Cyclops in the Frontier Caverns. You definitely want to do this quest. So, if you touch a Riftstone, down comes Spiky. There she is. And we're going to go and get a couple of rangers, bow users, basically, because they're super helpful for shooting down flying things. Yeah, doesn't seem there are any. Fair enough. If there aren't any, there aren't any. Oh yeah, Storm.
Yes, Arisen.
You'll do. Good on you, Stormy. And nah. I like an all-female squad. So if I can't get another female bow, I will not bother. Nah, 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 nah. Okay. No worries. Now that we've done that,
This is a place quite restful. Tis hard to do aught alone.
have a look at the knowledge chair. And see if we can...
Do you favor a pawn who first targets the weakest prey, or one who first slays ranged attackers? As you wish. My first target will be those firing projectiles or utilizing magics. I speak freely when I bought this.
Oh yeah,
As you wish.
keep
My
speaking
orders
freely.
yours to shape master. Should I suffer a
Be
death
aggressive.
as you
You're an
wish?
orc. You're a proud orc woman.
All right.
You're a proud orc woman. Bring it. Now I want to quickly sleep overnight, and I'm only doing that so that I re-upload Spike's image to the Rift. Yeah, we're going to meet with Chamberlain Aldous, but we're not going to do that just yet. So shh, just stop. You know, I'm aware of the Chamberlain. You know, I get it. He's there. Okay, so now we should be able to disco boogie across to the Frontier Caverns, which is inside the Shadow Fort. So that's where we fought earlier. And you should have dropped a little port crystal there, and then we're going to go back. Now, the reason you want to do this quest before you hear all the Duke's directives is that there'll come a time where it's too late to do this quest, and if you have done it earlier and cleared out the Frontier Cavern, then you later on get to fight the Hydra that was there before, that we fought at the start of the game. You don't if you don't do this quest, so don't want to miss out on the opportunity of fighting the Hydra, because it's just loads of fun. So back with the fellas. If you stuffed up that earlier quest and you didn't save the Shadow Fort, then this will be full of goblins with 3 Cyclopses, but you can actually just run past them anyway. You're running to this hole in the ground. And we didn't actually come down here before. You can come down here because it's full of cash.
The goblin stockpile must be close.
So we'll save if we can. I think we probably can. Good. It's been a little while since we saved. There are a bunch of goblins in here.
Corner unsearched.
It is far stronger than a common goblin.
Knock it to the ground.
Now this is the goblin. This is where the goblins keep all their stuff. So there's tons of cash down here. I can't see. Oh, liquid vim. Nice one. Nice one, bruv. I think it's up here, is it? I can't see. Okay, I'm going to put the quest thing on because I've been completely turned around inside this thing. Okay, good. Great work, Spike, but we can't see, dude. Ah, there it is. So up here, lots of cash money.
A well-formed party can often fail even foes stronger than they. A hobgoblin arisen!
Oh, don't do it!
Even in numbers, a weakling is a weakling still.
There's no way we could have
Small
lost to
coin
that.
pouch, wormwood sap, don't really need it. Okay, now down here, let's go get him.
The gate stands open, but I'm loath to simply walk in.
Yay!
Chamber. It is not the work of nature alone.
A cyclops!
Let's go get him.
Careful, a goblin!
So I'm going to take out the goblins because they're going to hassle our magic users.
Aim for its weapon arm!
All right.
It's like you don't have reached its armor!
There he is. I think she's about to whack you, dude.
Iron lower its arm down and have that helmet.
Yeah, there he goes. Now he'll take his helmet off. Lovely. Great. Good timing, because I got a feeling something bad's about to happen. There we go. I'm out of here.
Strike where its
That will almost certainly kill it.
armor is red.
Done. And that's it. What a great little questy poos. There's nothing else down here. There is one chest, I think. I can't remember what it was. I think maybe it's on the other side. And it doesn't really contain much. You've got to hang around till the Cyclops dissolves anyway, so you may as well run to kind of this side and see if you can find it. No, I can't see it. I don't know what nurse log sap is, so let's say yes. I'll take it. Oh, here it is. There you go. Master's Merle, which is a nice magic archer bow. So good pickup. Here, rugged bone. Rugged
this?
tusk. Stuff.
For what purpose was this?
Job done. And back to Grand Soren again, having done that little questy poo. So there's another quest I'm going to pick up, which is
Support Crystal Master.
if you come here now and have a look, 10 phantasms in Soulflayer Canyon, which was just it's phantasms. Ugh. Okay, we now want to go to the Abbey, which is sort of, but not quite, here. Near here, anyway. It's there. So remember earlier, we dropped a port crystal near the Abbey, and that Kino was coming up here and doing stuff. There is now a really important Kino quest you can do. And it's important because of the item it gives you. So,
Seems this place has never been touched by man.
while the Ring of Perseverance can give you double discipline points, actually, we may as well grab this port crystal, because we're not going to use that space again. And we're going to pop the port crystal at the entrance to the Abbey. Which is kinda here.
Fear not should we lose our way, Master. Your map will serve us.
Here we are. And you come up into the Abbey, and this is after you've heard the Duke's directive. She won't be doing it beforehand. And there's Kina. So pick up a few lone flowers and chat to Kina.
You've come. I came here to the Abbey in hopes they might find me worthy to send on to the Grand Cathedral in Aldering. No place holds so much wisdom concerning the dragon as there. While I am here, I train as a sister of the faith. I'm to gather flowers. They say I've talent as a healer. That if I labor hard enough, they say I'll learn to grant blessings upon others through flowers. I fear I am a poor judge of such things. Still, what say you, cousin? 'Tis said a blessing of flowers leaves the recipient awash with joyous feeling. Any luck? Though in truth, 'tis the Mother Superior here I must convince of my abilities, and the priests. I must show them I've an aptitude as a healer. But as I said before, I've little notion what to expect. Could I ask you to give a flower to someone and tell me of their response?
So we get given Kina's flower. Now, the blessed flower, you can see right next to our health bar. And I'm going to come back to Grand Soren to explain this.
Flower to the Mother Superior.
The flower itself is
What meaning do you suppose the water crystal?
giving us double experience. So you can see that I'm holding it. Blessed flower. Now, it's a really useful item, but it's a really problematic one. So here's how. First of all, you want to make a copy of it. And it's going to cost you a couple of 100,000 gold to make a copy of it. And the reason you want to make a copy of it is while that little blessed flower symbol is in operation, I'm getting double. So in my last playthrough, I made a few copies of these things. So I've got 2 already.
Have you aught to say?
So now that I've made a copy of it, I'm going to do the quest and hand it over. But while you've got the flower equipped, you're getting double experience for everything you kill. Super useful if you want to level up fast. The downside is, after one day, so after a day and a night, after 24 hours, or more likely, really, 16 hours, it just dies, it wilts, and then it does nothing. And you've lost it, and you can't do anything about it. So we're going to come here and give it to this Herbert.
Sweet Kina is so diligent in her studies. I pray the Maker guide her on to ever greater things.
That's Hilda. And we can give it to...
She trains in the blessing of flowers, does she? And she bears the gifts of a healer. How wonderful. I should like to see her handiwork. One look at such a flower is enough to glean the power of they who blessed it. This is Kina's, then? How marvelous. It would seem she is gifted indeed. Perhaps it will not be so long before the Mother Superior writes the mainland on Kina's behalf. To think on it gives me joy. It was the Maker's hand guided her here to our church. I know it.
Kina will be eager to hear what the priest had to say. I've learned what to do in this quest.
And so back to Kina. To tell her how her flower did. Now, the problem with the flower is that when you've gone out and killed lots of monsters and you put it back in your inventory, you can't just take it out of your inventory again. You've actually got to sleep for a minimum of 3 nights to be safe. And then you can take it out of your inventory.
Fear not should we lose our way, Master. Your map will serve us.
So, Chat to Kina.
You delivered the flower. And what did the father say? Then they acknowledged my skill as a healer. I knew I was right to have come here. If I continue at this pace, I am sure to earn transfer to the Great Cathedral. I swear I will. Then I shall learn more of the dragon to aid in your journey.
I've learned what to do in this quest.
And 10,000 XP. We come in here.
An abbey. Here.
Well, let us pray for a brighter future.
And Mason's hanging out in here.
Ah, happy coincidence to find you here, Arisen.
See? He's a religious man. Now, while we're here, just to finish out this episode, I reckon we should go and whack a Chimera. There's almost always one hanging in this area. Unless we've already killed it and it just doesn't come back. I was kind of hoping it would. Oh well. No Chimera. No Chimera, yo. Nah, lots of deer. There wouldn't be anywhere near this many deer if there was a Chimera running around. Okay. Alright, well we'll leave that episode here, having done Kina's little quest. We will try to wield the blessed flower. Oh, that sounded like a Chimera. There it is! Yay! Oops, I want the Chimera. There we are. Oh. Let's try and kill the goat head. Stop it casting spells. And now we're going to get the snake. Oh, Snakey. Yeah, you're done. And now I'm going to hopefully just whack the lion. You shouldn't be able to knock me over. I've got my anti-knock stuff. Oh, you mongrel! Yeah. Me hitting it with this will. Come back, you bastard. Bam. And there it is.
What else would you expect with my help?
Okay. So having dealt with the
The water's edge, the animals of that field are a good source of meat. Will not stop until you are fully consumed. The animals
deal with the Chimera, we'll leave it here and pick it up next time back at Grand Soren when we launch into some more of those tidy quests. See ya!